Good morning, good day, and good evening. I'm, as always, your host, Rudy Robertson. I spent my day doing nothing but waiting for a drive to clone, so hopefully your day is more exciting than mine is, and today we have a fun guest, so it should be. How about you introduce yourself, and then we'll just go from there.
Hello, everyone. I'm Enderman, the guy that was previously known as the guy that breaks windows, and now I'm the guy that everybody knows as a person that YouTube unfairly terminated. So that was an exciting week for me,
So,
and I guess everybody else that was taken down.
yeah, so when did all of this start? Just so we can get like a good, you know, you know, what's the word? Like,
The timeline, yeah.
yeah, that's the one.
So uh, I think let me check actually because like I've had days glued together, and
Mhm.
I feel like I'm lost in the sauce now. So I'm gonna
Understandable.
check Twitter and see when it all started.
I
So
want to say it was something around like the second or third.
oh oh yeah. So I've the first thing that happened
Mm,
actually is my second channel got terminated on November 3rd.
mm.
Uh, and so it was my second channel, and then I realized it was pretty much over for my first channel and my primary channel,
Mhm.
Enderman. So I made a little hoopla on Twitter about this.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, I called out, the baseless termination, and I said it was AI, which it clearly was. And then, 5 hours later, uh, as I made and uploaded the video about my second channel termination, my primary channel was also terminated for the same reason.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's November 3rd, and it was also nearing the night for me.
Mhm.
And it was a difficult night to sleep through.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you put up that video goodbye, and did like you assumed that things were going to go badly, but did you assume that things were going to happen that quickly, or was that kind of just out of nowhere for you as well? Because you kind of got the video out, and then a
Well,
few
so
hours
there
after that, like, everything was just gone.
so there was a little technicality with these channels.
Mm,
So I assume my primary channel is gonna live a little bit longer than
mm,
my secondary channel. The reason being is that I use different Gmail accounts for my secondary and the primary channels.
mm, mm,
And so there wouldn't be the circumvention policy kicking in, at
mm,
least as fast as it was supposed to kick in.
mm.
And there was actually no circumvention policy. It was just the same AI algorithm, just that misfired and killed my primary channel as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, honestly, I expected my primary channel to survive for at least 2 more days because I've seen previous terminations of other YouTube channels, and even circumvention took a little too long, to be fair, on some channels. They take their sweet time in finding relations between channels on YouTube, which previously was a thing, but apparently now I think they're improving their algorithm or something.
Mhm.
YouTube algorithm has definitely significantly changed in the past month, and I think we're noticing it now on our own channels being terminated.
Mhm. Mhm. So, okay, the second channel got terminated. Main channel got terminated. What was the explanation that they provided initially? Like, what were they saying was wrong? And was that the same explanation for the second channel as well?
Oh, first of all, I don't think you could say they were saying it. It was an automated email that that appeared
Sure,
in my
sure.
mailbox. Yeah, and everybody else's. So, what the reasoning was, it was a Japanese channel that was linked to some channel ID, and the reason for termination was I I was linked to that channel, and the channel received 3 copyright strikes for uploading some, I guess, DMCA content that was terminated. So yeah, this was as much as I could get from that email, and the appeal obviously didn't work. And Team YouTube, of course, ignored me at the beginning when the tweet wasn't super popular, when the algorithm of Twitter hasn't kicked in. I personally think, honestly, I just want to preface this by saying the blue check mark, which I have paid for like a year ago, I think it saved my channel. Like honestly, this might be the reason my channel is back up now.
Just because it like gets the post more traction, so more people are gonna see it.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have noticed in the past, like, the YouTube appeal system, like, you know, whether it be for community content or copyright strikes, going through the appeal system that YouTube provides is, like, you've seen it yourself in prior videos as well. You upload a 20-minute video, and then you appeal some community strike. They say they rewatched the video, it's been 30 seconds. Like, you obviously didn't watch the whole video.
Yeah.
And it seems like the only way to actually get YouTube to do anything is to make a lot of noise about it and get their attention through other means.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. But I want to mention that the appeal system is not just being rejected. It's sort of a hit or miss. So the AI obviously judges you during the appeal time, and of course sometimes it takes 30 seconds. They're not even hiding it. It's obviously AI. But sometimes you get your videos unbanned. I had it happen before. For example, I had a video called Activating Windows 11 with ChatGPT that was taken down for the harmful and dangerous policy. Activating Windows 11 causes harm and death. Yeah, I think that's far-fetched. And
like, they could have at least given like a
I was
sensible explanation that made sense, like, you know, hacking or like something that at least seems somewhat related instead of harmful and dangerous policy.
Yeah, right. I think we're gonna talk about this later, but the YouTube policies are super vague, and it is a huge problem that's gonna haunt YouTube later. Is I think the more people get terminated, the more requests there will be for rework on both the appeal system, both the policy system, and yeah, that's going to be a big question in the future, if not now. So, where were we? I think. Oh yeah, activating Windows 11 with ChatGPT. That video was struck down for the harmful and dangerous policy. I submitted an appeal, thinking, well, I guess I have to create a Twitter post for YouTube to see me. And especially, I didn't have many followers back then. I didn't have a huge following, and my Twitter wasn't super popular back then. It was 2023. It was a huge wave of video terminations, at least for my channel. Maybe I was targeted, I don't know, but there was a big problem that happened. And well, the appeal was granted. After 30 minutes, my video was reinstated. So that's I think one of the only cases where the appeal system actually worked in my favor. And I didn't have to escalate it to Twitter. I mean, I did escalate it to Twitter preemptively because I assumed the appeal system wouldn't work. But, well, I mean, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, it's nice in the rare occasions where it does work. There's there's like a whole mess with the appeal system. Obviously, there's the community strikes issue. There's a whole separate issue when it comes to content detection where you are seeing these people who are making AI songs and then uploading that song to like the DMCA checking system and then using that to strike things that are related to a sound in that song, even though the sound they're using is some generic, public domain sort of sound.
A sample.
Yeah. Like I've seen people getting claimed for like using 200-year-old classical music, right? Like you don't own that. You don't have the right to strike someone for that. That's a whole separate issue unrelated to this, but it's definitely not just the community strike system that is causing some issues.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the entire system regarding strikes, be it DMCA, be it community strikes, be it content ID, all of it is obsolete. Just like the DMCA law by itself, actually. I've heard many people speaking out saying DMCA has to be abolished, or at least it has to be updated, because I think DMCA was it was enacted in 1999,
Something like that.
if memory
Yeah.
serves me right. I could be wrong. Yeah, and it was prior to the internet becoming a public space. The internet used to be
98.
a little place, where all the nerds collected and tried to sell their products. And now it's more than that, obviously. It's a bigger thing now. That's worldwide as well. And, well, so we have a big problem with DMCA itself. And we can't expect YouTube to fix it if DMCA isn't fixed. But, that's another issue onto itself. But I think what YouTube could do right is review every DMCA strike using a human being. Obviously, they use AI to review DMCA strikes as well. So most of YouTube's complicitness comes from using AI to judge people, and especially terminating channels using AI. I think that's sort of capital punishment in terms of YouTube. Imagine you were misjudged in real life, and you would receive a capital punishment for that, and there is no possibility to appeal. I think that you could compare that freely. So I've had issues with Content ID for a while, as well, as I used to upload content with text boxes, overlaid over the video, and some EDM music on the background that I really liked, and also happened to be Creative Commons or or absolutely copyright free, if you include attribution. So the problem with the Content ID system right now is obviously copyright trolls. First of all, I get quite a lot of copyright trolls. And my videos get their revenue redirected to the copyright troll because, well, that's how it be. You're guilty until proven innocent in this case as well. So if someone complains about your video using their work, your revenue is automatically redirected to the claimant. So yeah, I've had this happen to me like 10 times at this point, at least 10 times. Yeah, that is super brutal, and I have to constantly log into my YouTube channel, constantly log into YouTube Studio and check to see if there are any notifications on my videos that the claimant took my revenue, and I have to dispute that. Thankfully, it's an sort of an easy process, and you can appeal it by just saying, "Hey YouTube, I think this is a copyright troll." This is literally what I input into the appeal box, into the reasoning for my appeal. It's I think this has been streamlined over time, and it's not a bad appeal system. And I think YouTube definitely has become a little bit better in determining whether it's a copyright troll or not. I don't know if it's their merit or not, but they've definitely improved their algorithm. And the only problem is that your monetization, all your money that you earn from this video, is escrow for the time being. So yeah,
And for anyone who
again,
doesn't
guilty
know,
until proven innocent.
like the beginning part of a video, that like the first day or so, that's the majority of the revenue for most videos. Most videos don't tend to sort of spike up again after the fact.
Correct, yeah, and this is exactly when the most revenue is generated. So I'm actually not sure. I never looked into it because I don't do YouTube for money. I've never looked into whether copyright trolls earn the money
Mm.
during the time. I haven't been able to dispute that or not. This is something I didn't really care about, but it would be nice to learn, I guess. So I'm not sure if it's public information or not, but imagine your video was claimed by a copyright troll,
Mm.
and 3 days pass and you do nothing about this, and then you decide to dispute it.
Mhm.
Does the revenue return in full, or do these 3 days not count and they go towards the copyright troll? Which I assume the 3 days of revenue are being redirected to the copyright troll without any chance of returning to the original content owner. I mean, because what else would make this strategy profitable? Because I
Mm.
think some labels require payment for the claim to happen.
Mhm. Mhm.
Surely they must earn somehow the copyright trolls.
Either that or the copyright claims that are not being lifted. So it might, like, you're gonna have obviously some where they do reject the claim, but the ones that don't get rejected, that money definitely would then go to the person doing the copyright trolling.
This has not happened to me once,
Mhm.
knock on the wood, and I'm not sure whether there was at least one time. I've never seen a precedent where a copyright troll would win over. I feel like even if the system is 100% correct,
Mhm.
even if the appeal system 100% of the time works,
Mhm.
I feel like the main cash cow of such copyright trolls are channels that have been abandoned and
Mm.
still earn revenue, as YouTube puts ads even into the unmonetized videos. Like, I
Mhm.
think if content ID claim occurs in a video, I think monetization automatically turns on. I'm not sure though. Again, like I haven't researched YouTube to this point.
Mhm. So when it comes to my channel, I don't really get that many of these. I've had a couple throughout my channel's history. Do you have any thoughts on why you seem to get as many as you do?
Well, I think it depends on the type of content. If you create content that's based around your voice and
Mhm.
doesn't really use music, I think that's one of the reasons why you don't get content ID struck.
Mhm.
I mean, not struck, but I mean, you don't get your video claimed.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think the other important factor is popularity. I think
Mhm.
that's super important, actually. If you don't generate a lot of revenue, I think they don't care this much.
Mm.
Uh, this is just going to be collateral damage if they manage to claim some popular YouTubers' video. It's just going to propagate to other videos,
Mhm. Mhm.
which use the same music, the same composition.
Mhm. Mhm. That's fair. Actually, that's fair. Um, so going back to like the main thing that we're here to talk about, the whole your channel being taken down. When this first happened, when the second channel was taken down, what was your initial sort of response here? Like, what was going through your head when this happened?
Well, I'm fucked. That was my first thought. I'm not getting my channel back, and I know that my primary channel is also going down the drain. So my first idea was to create a video, which I mean I did, create a goodbye video to at least collect my community together, and hopefully maybe re-upload everything to Odyssey, to Rumble perhaps, to some alternative platform, and concentrate on creating blog posts. I
Mhm.
mean, I would never stop creating YouTube videos. I mean, no longer YouTube videos, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
creating video content because that's what I've been doing for 9 years at this point, and
Mhm.
I love coming back to that every single time. And maybe I would have figured something out, and I really enjoy breaking windows. I really enjoy creating some in real life content with hardware. It's just something that's really close to me.
Mhm.
So that was my initial plan, and then I realized, maybe I can get this disputed on Twitter. Because I already been taught by YouTube that the only proper way to get attention is through Twitter. And it has
Mhm.
become worse actually over time.
Mhm.
So if every person that contacted Team YouTube in 2021, almost every person, like let's say 90% of people who contacted Team YouTube at Twitter, um, they would get responses. They would get, I mean, rather human responses. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
that was before
you
ChatGPT,
definitely still get responses
2021.
now. It's just, well, they're definitely not human responses.
First of all, yeah, any responses you get are not human. Second of all, I actually felt like I was in a do not interact list for YouTube because I couldn't get them to respond to me at the beginning.
Mm.
As crazy as it sounds, I'm a huge person. I'm a YouTube partner. I mean, they consider me a partner.
Mhm.
Uh, I knew live chat wasn't a possibility. I knew I couldn't get fair judgment from the live chat because these are just customer support people,
Right.
the staff that just you know seed false hope into you. The live chat is useless. So basically, I made a tweet
Mhm.
saying, "I've been banned. Welcome to 2025. Can I please get justice?" I
Mhm.
mean, you can trace it back to November 3rd. And I didn't even mention Team YouTube because I knew, I knew full well I'm not getting any response
Mhm.
out of them. Uh, and well, no response. I didn't get anything from them. And I think, I think,
Mhm.
let me check. Uh, Twitter algorithm started boosting that post.
Mhm. Mhm.
So my post started getting traction, and
Yeah,
it
I
was
probably
at
saw it
around.
like the day, maybe 24 hours or so after that post was initially made, I reckon. Somewhere around there.
Hmm. Yeah, that's when it was hyping the most. That's when it exploded.
Mhm.
I made a couple posts actually. I knew it was the only right way to get uh, some eyes onto this issue,
Mhm.
and YouTube actually answered an hour after this happened.
Mhm. Mhm.
YouTube answered. You could say they answered promptly, but this only happened because my tweet started really exploding,
Mhm.
and I think they realized that it was too big to ignore. So then I posted the final video, and it started exploding even more. Then, when my prediction was actually correct and my main channel got terminated, I had my community help me out really, really a lot.
Mhm.
They helped me so much. They started posting things on Reddit. I think these are the guys that contacted every person on YouTube to actually look into this issue.
Mhm.
And to be fair, I don't think the YouTubers had any other option because had I been banned, had I been falsely terminated like this, they would be next. And I said this since 2023. Actually, there is like a really funny backstory to this channel.
Mhm.
I've got, I've got a long story with YouTube,
Mhm.
and it just, you could say I was prepared for the channel termination, and this might be also the reason I got it unterminated so quickly.
Mhm.
Of course, there was like luck involved. It was primarily luck. There was I would say it was mainly luck. Then it was the community that shared it everywhere.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this is almost the most important thing. And finally, I think it took a little bit of skill to know you actually have to spam on Twitter for this to be seen.
Right. Yeah, like this got a lot of attention. Like, just I know there was the video. Who was it that made videos? Was it Mudaha?
Correct. Yeah, Muda was actually the first large YouTuber to look at this situation, followed by Moist Critical, but he was a little bit late to the party because I was already unterminated. But you know, I felt like it was inevitable after Muda made a video about my channel, which is the crazy part. Think about it.
Yeah, the fact that like, look, the only way to get like the only reason you got unbanned is because you made enough noise, right? Like that's what happened here. But there's so many other
Yeah,
times.
that's the bottom line.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, there's so many other people that, you know, they are banned. Like, the good thing about this situation is it was all a very obvious connected thing, so it was easy to say, oh, this is all related to the same issue. But there are so many other cases where people are unjustly banned, where there's no way that they're getting any attention from that.
Correct. Yes, and actually, most terminations aren't seen by YouTube and aren't even seen by the community. I was really surprised to learn people started getting banned for spam, deceptive practices, harmful and dangerous policies. They've been banned since September, actually. That is wild to me, and these are patient zeros of this problem. But I was the first one, I think, to get banned for association with this Japanese channel. So it was a little different to the policy stuff, I would say. Uh, so people started contacting me on Twitter. They started sending me DMs saying, "Hey, Enderman, please help me. I see you got unterminated. Can you please help me? Can you please spread the word?" And I've got so many DMs, so I started, I can't leave these guys alone. I can't just, pass by. And I started sharing all the stories on my Twitter account. And I even looked into the channels I, helped out. And they actually didn't do anything wrong. They weren't spam, they weren't harmful and dangerous. There wasn't even anything close to that. They weren't edgy. They weren't making borderline illegal content. They were just channels that were trying to make a living on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, and like, some of these channels in here, like, I actually recognize. Like, I saw that Mage Fist was one of the channels taken down for the same reason as yours. Like,
Yeah, correct.
yeah, this was
And
a mess.
he actually contacted me as well. And I promoted his post. And what do you know? Like 20 minutes after I promoted his post, Team YouTube answered. A human at Team YouTube answered and said, "Hey, we're gonna unterminate this channel. We're sorry for what you're going through." And he was unbanned shortly after. I think another prominent creator that was terminated is 1496. Do you know this guy?
I think the name rings a bell, but I can't think of the content.
He doesn't really upload this often, but he made some, crazy animations. He was, he was part of my childhood of sorts. He was, you could say he was kind of a person that made me interested in video editing and animation. So yeah, this guy was also banned for the Japanese link. And he doesn't upload often, and he probably doesn't even check his YouTube channel, so maybe he doesn't even realize what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe he found out through news, because I've seen all the news outlets post about Enderman getting terminated, but no one said 4096. So maybe the guy doesn't even realize he was terminated.
Well, his latest video is from
He did.
2 years ago.
Yeah, correct. I think he's a full-time animation guy. He's working at some large company. He's doing animation for them. So, yeah, that's his his list of concerns, I would say.
So, did you ever find anything more out about this channel? About this weird link that was made?
Yes, actually, people translated the name of that channel, and it was related to Honkai Star Rail game, whatever that is. You know what that is?
Yes, it's a Chinese gacha game.
Oh, similar to Genshin Impact, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so basically, what could have happened is that this channel could have uploaded a bunch of secret content from that game, maybe leaks. I don't know what else could cause the termination for DMCA.
Right.
Because I mean, the companies usually go out of their way to strike channels down if they leak their new additions or DLC, something they don't want to show early. So that's my assumption what happened to that channel. And so the next thing I thought about was the AdSense link. So I thought the channels were linked via the AdSense account, which was later disproved by YouTube. They said there was actually no link between AdSense accounts or anything.
Right, that was the
And
theory that
I
I
think
heard you put out
for
near
context
the
purposes.
start.
Yeah, correct. That's I think 4 hours before my channel got terminated. And so I actually didn't ask YouTube about this, but they terminated my channel and all the others, meaning there was actually no link between channels, and it was, it was an AI termination, as per usual. So I did delete this post. I did delete this tweet saying it was AdSense because, I mean, clearly it wasn't.
Why
And, I
did
mean, I think for the context, for everybody else, I want to say that AdSense is the thing that people withdraw their money from YouTube. People withdraw money from YouTube using AdSense. That's the only way to withdraw money from YouTube. It's a Google-owned company.
So, why did you initially think that AdSense was related?
The reason I thought about this was because, we Russians, we don't really have access to Russian publishers. So we tend to get our people to help us out. So I got an AdSense account from a friend, which resides somewhere in the EU, and it's my personal AdSense account. It's nothing to do with anybody else. So I thought maybe my friend was loaning that AdSense account to someone else, but then I asked them, and that was definitely not the case. So yeah, this was completely unjustified.
Yeah, so was it all of the channels or is it most of them? I know people have noted that a lot of the channels that were banned were Russian channels. So is this
Yes,
just a coincidence then, or do you still have no idea about that?
I honestly think there were channels that weren't Russian that got banned for the same reason. Uh, it was mostly Russian channels, but I think it's not just Russia; it's sanctioned countries.
Right.
So, for example, you see Iran, you see Venezuela, where they actually can't register AdSense accounts, and they use use friends in other countries to withdraw money from YouTube. So this probably was like a thing with all the sanctioned countries, not
So
just Russia.
yeah, like so basically a bunch of channels from sanctioned countries all got linked to this one Japanese account that got banned for copyright. Like, this situation is just really weird.
Yeah, right. I think this was in par with the algorithm update. It was YouTube's algorithm was, I guess, improved in some sense,
In some
and
sense.
it was, it just bugged out and linked us to this channel, which was probably also from some sanctioned country.
Right.
So I mean,
Mm.
clearly this guy isn't Russian since he knows all the insides of this Chinese gacha game. Maybe Chinese people also use loaned AdSense accounts to withdraw money.
Uh,
I'm not sure though.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I would imagine so. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, that's that would be reasonable to think.
Mhm.
So maybe they're testing something out. Like
Mhm.
this is my idea,
Yeah, I know
which is
there.
kind of weird because
Hold on.
it's not really, it's not against YouTube's terms of services for publishers from all the unsanctioned territories to work with people from sanctioned territories.
Mhm.
It's completely legal,
Mhm.
and it's been a thing since I don't know, 2014 maybe.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, there
It's
are
always
some.
been legal.
I know you mentioned there were some really big channels that people don't even realize are Russian. I don't know where the tweet was. Somewhere. There was a wasn't it like one of the 5 Minute Crafts? I think that's one of the ones you mentioned.
Oh, oh yes, correct. I actually forgot. I went unprepared for this podcast, so
Mhm.
I actually don't really remember. Off the top of my head, I know for sure 5 Minute Crafts is a Russian syndicate of
Mhm.
channels, and as well as Troom. I know they're Russian,
Mhm.
and I think um, their enterprise is located somewhere in Kazan. I think it's a city in Russia, in not central. I guess central Russia, you could say.
Mhm.
I looked into it way before everything happened, and it was just something that crossed my mind
Mhm.
when I got terminated. So I know for sure these guys have been avoiding sanctions. I mean, not avoiding sanctions, but just using their ties, leveraging their worldwide presence
Mhm.
to withdraw money.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I heard.
Let me just look it up real quick.
Yeah, yeah. I just just so we're sure, just so we're not just not linking them to the issue without having any idea. Because I yeah I look 5 Minute Crafts is one of those channels which just like spews out content and the focus is just on whatever they're doing. I don't think any of the videos are voiced. I don't even remember.
They're just producing slop content
Yes,
for views,
yes.
basically. There's no voice. There's just it's been a formula that's working for them since I don't know, since the beginning of times,
Mhm.
and they've been just uploading square videos of people doing absolutely dumb shit, like gluing a banana to an apple
Yeah, yeah.
and just making a living out of this. So I just found the company. It's called The Soul Publishing. The
Mhm.
Soul being like the and Soul,
Mhm.
but together. The Soul Publishing. They're they're saying they gather 100 billion monthly views. They have 60 platforms of distribution and 15,000 influencers in there. And as I can
Okay.
see now, as I can see now, they moved to Cyprus. They used to be in Russia.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, no wonder why they moved to Cyprus. You know why Cyprus is used often. Do you know that? Do you know
Uh,
why Cyprus is used often?
no, I don't know that why.
Well, I mean, Cyprus, first of all, it's a country where you can easily get a permit for residence.
Mhm.
You can I think you can basically buy that.
Ah,
It's a country that allows lots of people in there, and I think the taxes are pretty low in Cyprus as well. I mean,
right.
the best country for doing entrepreneurship is probably Great Britain
Mhm.
because they have 0% tax. Again, like I have to Google this. I have to verify this, but I know the basics. So like,
It's fine.
don't
I
take my
don't
word
prepare
for it. I'm just
anything for this show, so if you say something that's
okay.
nonsense, um, it's fine. You're in good company.
Yeah, yeah. Don't take my word for it because I know for sure that Great Britain, Armenia are really great countries for entrepreneurship, worldwide entrepreneurship, because they're really nice with all the paperwork. They're really nice with foreign residents registering companies and so forth. Cyprus is one of those countries.
Mhm.
It's pretty optimal. They optimize it, and it's also unsanctioned. So there we go.
Right, right.
Uh,
So I know a lot of people were throwing out like other theories. Like I saw someone saying like, "Oh, VPN, IP matching, stuff like that." From like that's just all nonsense then.
Well, we actually don't know how the termination algorithm works,
Mm,
so this might be one of the reasons why that happened. So who knows if the AdSense link was incorrect? So maybe it was a misfire regarding the VPN connection because I mean I have my own VPN set up. I
mhm,
have multiple locations set up on my own servers,
mhm,
which only my friends and the family have access to.
mhm,
But sometimes I do use public VPNs for, separate locations, maybe like Indonesia or something.
mhm,
And I did use China once, so this could ring the bell with all this Chinese stuff. And the problem being, YouTube is connected to Google really closely,
mhm,
and whenever I connect to a VPN on my Android device, obviously Google gets the IP. It
mhm.
obviously pings the IP every single time. So it constantly knows where I am. So maybe there was a link like that.
Mhm,
Maybe it was a service that maybe it was a VPN provider that actually set up for this termination.
mhm, mhm. But even with the channel
And
back right
we
now,
aren't
oh,
going
go
to
on.
get an answer.
Yeah, go on. So there's like a big for
Oh
anyone
yeah.
who's been noticing that we're cutting
Uh,
each other off. There's
oh
like
my god,
a big
you
delay.
just you just scared me so much. I thought you said gone. My channel was gone again.
Oh, no, I was saying
Yeah.
go on.
Uh, oh yeah, yeah. A little bit of a misunderstanding there. So, um, I actually even forgot what I was going to say.
Um, we're talking about VPNs. We're talking about the channel. Other people on the VPN. Oh, never gonna know
Mhm.
what actually happened.
Oh yeah, correct. So, the problem with YouTube is they actually never told us why this was a mistake.
Uh-huh.
I know this is a mistake. The only reason I know this is a mistake is because they
They reverted
unbanned my
it.
channel. And so, I'm working on a precedent system. This was a precedent. This has never happened before.
Mhm,
And this precedent was solved to my content and to everybody else's content.
mhm,
Everybody who was struck down for being associated with this Chinese/Japanese CJK channel. Um, uh, they got unbanned. So YouTube actually, without saying anything, they proved there was nothing that linked us to this channel. And this is the only thing I have to go off of.
mhm,
Uh, and it would be really nice actually if YouTube explained why this happened. I think this would remedy a lot of mistakes YouTube made and will make in the future. It might prevent a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the future. So in the past, you've had videos taken down for dumb reasons. Now you've had the channel deleted
So many of
once.
them.
And are you worried something like this can happen again?
I'm not worried. I'm actually sure this will continue because
Mhm,
the YouTube algorithm is soulless. And the big problem is that I'm not sure if I can stir everything up like that ever again. It was a wonder that saved mine and everybody else's channel.
mhm, mhm,
And it also helped everybody with spam and deceptive practices bans also get reinstated.
mhm,
Uh, so I think the big message we need to convey is that YouTube needs to stop banning people using AI. I think YouTube needs to improve their creator support, if not customer support, at least be nice to creators, at least be
mhm,
nice to your partners, which are generating you revenue.
mhm,
And I actually know a lot of people right now which are going through tough times because YouTube terminated their channel for like any of these reasons.
mhm, mhm.
Like obviously AI misfires, any of these. So for example, let me bring up someone who talked to me.
Okay.
Like Niall, there, Niall. This
And
guy's called. S-
A.
So he has created a channel. He has created a channel that gathered 100,000 subscribers in like 10 days. And all he was doing was upload Roblox shorts. So that was, the content that was hyping
Mhm, mhm,
back then. And so he earned around $12,000 in revenue. And he was banned shortly after making a fortune off of YouTube.
mhm,
So this guy is just 16 years old. Think about it. And think about what $12,000 could do to a person that's about to enroll somewhere.
mhm,
This could partially pay student tuition,
mhm, mhm,
I would say. So they just banned the guy, and it's been at least 40 days now past his termination date. And the big problem with the termination date
mhm,
is why am I even mentioning that? Is because once 50 days pass, your revenue is being refunded to the advertisers. So this is another
Uh-huh.
aspect you have to consider. So if you get terminated, you have to appeal this in 50 days. You have a limited time frame to appeal, or else your monthly revenue is going to be stolen.
Mhm,
Basically stolen.
mhm,
Like there
mhm,
is no other
mhm.
word for it.
Yeah. Um, that's not good. That's really like
That is horrible.
yeah. I did want to say like getting 12 grand from YouTube Shorts is crazy. Like those shorts had to have been doing really well.
They have been doing absolutely bonkers. I think he made 200 million views in a month.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure though, and he wasn't even promoting his channel in any bad way.
Mhm,
He was just, he was asking people, come on, subscribe. He wasn't like threatening anyone to subscribe. He wasn't threatening anyone to like the video. Um, he was just, doing the same formula except for the game that was popular at the time.
mhm.
And I want to mention actually, this might get me blacklisted from Mr. Beast or other large creators. Wha- I mean, I'm sorry, but I just have to mention that.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the policy called sub for sub? I think it's the spam and deceptive practices. If you open the policy about spam and deceptive practices,
Let's see.
real quick, if you pull it up on the screen as well, there's going to be a
Here we go.
clause that says you cannot promote sub for sub. You cannot promote subscription for subscription on your
Yep,
YouTube
yep.
channel.
Incentivization spam, sorry. Content that sells engagement metrics such as views, likes, comments, or other metric on YouTube. This type of spam can also include content where the only purpose is to boost subscribers' views or other metrics. For example, offering to subscribe to another creator's channel solely in exchange for them subscribing to your channel, known as sub for sub content.
Exactly. This is the sub for sub clause of the spam and deceptive practices policy. And let me pull up something that will get me permanently banned from Mr. Beast community, I guess. So you can show this video on screen.
Sure,
And
okay.
this is the infamous Mr. Beast sub for sub. And it's not the only time Mr. Beast has violated the YouTube policies. I mean, obviously he's not getting banned, right? Like this guy is no shot he's getting banned from YouTube. But regardless, he has violated a bunch of policies, and I've looked into other channels as well, large channels. For example, Mark Rober. I'm sorry, Mark Rober, but this just has to be, outlined. Please don't ban me off YouTube.
Okay. Here we go.
So we've got this thing, which is, I mean, it's more questionable. It's not exactly deceptive practices and scams, but it's you could say it's just a sub boost video, and it works really well because both Mark Rober and Mr. Beast earned a lot of subscribers just by uploading such shorts. So yeah, this could count as an artificial boost. This could, and there was a completely undisputed sub for sub on the Mr. Beast channel, and none of the policies applied to them. So I wonder why. I mean, I don't wonder why, but just for the sake of the video, for the sake of the podcast, I don't know why this is a thing. And I actually incentivize Mr. Beast doing more of these videos because Mr. Beast is doing a great job, and both Mark Rober and Mr. Beast actually, they're great people. They've helped a ton of people, so at least such machinations are going for a good cause,
Yeah. My understanding with sub for like, I understand what you're saying here. My understanding with sub for sub is like it's like like a lot of policies. There's levels of it. I think the idea they're going for here is if you upload a video that's it's like sole purpose is, hey, you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you, and it's not just like a 1-for-1 thing. Like, if you get what I'm saying there, it's like it's not.
Well,
It's
again,
not.
yeah. I guess the reason we're even discussing that is because the YouTube policies are vague.
Yes,
And
very true.
I mean, you could obviously just say, well, the incentivization of sub for sub is a little bit different than that. But you know what I mean. This is questionable content.
No, like this is like
you could certainly say
it's one of those things where you have to sit there and debate whether or not this is the line that YouTube has. And that's the problem with the YouTube policies. You can't just say there are actions where it's against the rules, but then there are clear cases where there's these weird sort of loopholes around them. I'm gonna bring up something I don't know if you know, because I don't know if a lot of people know about this. So obviously YouTube has policies against nudity. There have been a number of, let's call them, loopholes to the nudity policies.
nude yoga,
Okay,
nude
one
yoga,
of
right?
them. What nude yoga's one of them. There's also people that have
Breastfeeding.
Okay, you know another one. Um, there's a one that I don't know if you know because I don't know if anyone's really talked about it. Um, there was
Uh-huh.
this trend a while ago. I don't know if it's stopped now and YouTube kind of caught on. People were trying on see-through dresses.
Oh my God, seriously, I've not heard of that. Has that been has that been shut down,
I
or is that
think
still a
so.
thing?
Um, I know it was. It sort of like went under everybody's radar. I've never heard anyone talking about it, but for some reason my podcast channel just got like funneled into that algorithm. I never watch any content on this channel, so it is a prime example like of like whatever weird stuff shows up on YouTube.
Oh yeah, right, because it has nothing to go off of, so it
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
it shows random videos which are, I guess, trending, in some
Yeah, yeah,
sense.
yeah.
I mean, have you noticed yourself that the algorithm sometimes, resets in quotation marks,
Hmm.
I mean, so air quotes. So sometimes when you watch YouTube, do you watch YouTube often actually?
Yes, yes.
Oh, on your personal channel, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what I notice sometimes, since I also watch YouTube quite often, I mean, I did watch it more often before. Now I don't really watch it because I don't have time. So the algorithm resets every 6 months or so, and you get like all the viewed videos, like
Hmm.
maybe with zero views even, and
Hmm.
all the
Hmm.
old videos show up in your feed, and it's kind of weird, but it's a reoccurring trend. It's been happening, I guess, since maybe 2020. I've seen that happen before. So they definitely made some changes to the algorithm internally.
Yeah, I got recommended a video the other day. Um, I think it's a video that I first saw, I reckon 16 years ago. And just out of nowhere, I didn't watch any content similar to it, anything like that. It's just like, hey, you're Australian. Here's this video. Enjoy. You've probably seen it before. And I looked at the comments and I went to newest and there was just hundreds of new comments. Like, I forgot this video existed. This got recommended to me out of nowhere. It's just like this just seems to randomly happen. You see this also with I I get these other random videos where it's a channel with like 5 subs and this one video has like 300,000 views.
Yeah, the algorithm is pretty much made random,
Mhm.
but it's pretty predictable because I think you've heard of the trend called faceless channels, which are creating AI slop
Ah,
to earn money. Have you heard of
yes.
that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Basically, the idea is you find a niche for your channel. For example, you create financial stuff.
Mhm,
Then you create a normal video. You create a video,
mhm,
see if it does well. If it doesn't do well, well, you have to retry.
mhm, mhm,
And then you try again until a video hits the algorithm. And if it does, well, you're actually golden. Because what you do next is you just recreate this video
mhm,
uh, like 50 times. Uh, you make a video on a similar topic
mhm,
100 times, let's say. And all this time, you just make it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper to produce.
mhm, mhm,
I think people on Twitter actually advertised this strategy. Um, it's a really nice way to make money on YouTube if you're actually going for it.
mhm,
So you just you add AI to your workflow. Uh, Basically, you just try to make it passive income, and you just pump money from all the people that don't even realize that it's all AI slop or
Yeah,
just basically
I
regurgitated
occasionally
slop.
get videos like this, and it's like, why? Like, it'll like I every so often I watch some like comic book video, and there are real channels doing content on this, and they're very similar AI channels that sort of try to replicate that style, and they usually will answer
Hmm.
some similar question that the actual real channel has been talking about, sort of to, I guess, grab on to the audience from that like actual channel and try to bring it over to their thing?
Uh, well, you see, I think this is one of the ways to, cling onto some niche that's already been discovered,
Mhm.
but they're following usually the blue ocean strategy, where they're trying to find a niche that's not yet been discovered, and YouTube
Mm.
generally is unsaturated with content. So there are still plenty of opportunities to find a niche to spam on, like
Mm.
a niche to ruin, basically, and extract the money from.
Yeah. And that's the thing with like the AI content though. Like it doesn't even have to do well. If you can spam out enough content, and look, if you upload 1,000 videos a day and each of them do like, 100 views, right? That's gonna work out pretty well. And there was a channel that was doing this.
Mm,
Well, there was a channel that was doing this like a long time ago before like the AI stuff became super popular, where it was literally just scraping Stack Overflow, taking questions and answers from Stack Overflow, but not saying it's Stack Overflow, just making the title whatever the question on Stack Overflow was, and then taking the answer to the question.
oh,
This,
I've seen that. I
yeah, this
think
has
I've
been
seen that.
happening for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, I did see that. Honestly, I think this is not a perfect strategy. This might work out,
Mhm.
but it's. I mean, you're a YouTuber. You definitely know 1,000 views are roughly $1 in RPM.
Mhm.
Basically, that's the metric. And I think it's not called winning the algorithm. It's called spamming the algorithm. I
Mhm.
mean,
Mhm.
in hopes that you're going to reach some people.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, you could do better. I mean, you could be more effective, and the
Sure.
more effective strategy is to crack the code. I mean, well, not really crack the code, but I mean, find a weak spot in the algorithm to promote your videos.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
like, imagine you upload 1,100 view videos, and you don't get caught on the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't catch you on,
Mm.
but instead you research everything super well, uh, make 100 videos that don't hit, and then the 101st video actually gains like 1000x views than all the previous ones. And then you realize, well, I made this video that is a clear outlier.
Mm.
That video is a clear winner, and I should replicate that. So this is gonna be super effective because the algorithm is just gonna keep promoting you. The algorithm is just gonna keep recommending your content.
Mhm.
So it's nicer to research different parts of the niche and trying to get attention to at least one of your videos to then promote your channel.
Mhm.
So I think this all goes within the algorithm research the people are trying to do. The people, obviously, where there is money, there is always going to be people trying to exploit
Of
the
course.
mechanism.
Yeah.
And obviously, YouTube is being exploited right now by the faceless channels. I mean, not to spit in their well, not to spit on their face, but
Mhm.
it, these are just people that are trying to make business on YouTube, and I don't really blame them.
Sure.
I don't really blame them. I'm just not a person to do that personally.
Mhm.
Uh, so the only problem this brings to us normal YouTubers, which are just enjoying their hobby and sharing with everybody else, is that they're saturating the market.
Mhm.
They're sucking all of the people's attention to their content, which is poorly done. I mean, not poorly done, but I mean cheaply done.
Mm. Mm.
Done without a soul, uh, and just done for the money.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
so this is the only problem that occurs with us. That's the only conflict of interest, I would say.
Mhm.
And different people try different things, and the Stack Overflow thing you mentioned is just one of these researchers trying to crack the code of the algorithm and see whether that's going to be effective or not.
Mhm.
And the faceless channels, they've done this successfully, and they're just earning so much money. Actually, you can manage 5 content. Oh my god! You can actually manage 5 channels at once, like this, simultaneously, and it's not gonna take you 6 hours. It's gonna be like 4 hours per day of commitment to these channels, and you're gonna have basically semi-passive income, 5 digits monthly. Imagine that. That's 6 digits monthly in USD. That's crazy, isn't it? So that's the current loophole in YouTube, and I'm not sure if they're going to close it or not. It's rather beneficial both for the faceless creators and the YouTube, the people who are running YouTube, because they're making money at scale. So does it really matter to them? It
Yeah,
doesn't violate the policies.
right. To YouTube, what matters is attention on the platform and basically attention on the platform and ad views. And if they can achieve more of that through like AI generated content, through whatever means it might be, that's what like they introduced AI tooling directly into YouTube, right? Like you can use this within the platform now. So it's to them it doesn't act from what I can tell, it doesn't matter the quality as long as people are watching it. And the problem is a lot of people don't actually care, right? Like you can talk about the heart, the soul of content, the quality of all of this stuff, but a lot of people don't actually care and will just watch whatever they see.
Oh, I think what you provided as an example, AI generated content,
Mhm,
it's more of an edge case because as you know, YouTube has a specific, you know, check mark whenever you
mhm,
upload a video, saying it contains altered content. I'm not
mhm,
sure how it affects the algorithm, but I don't think in a good way. I don't think it affects it in a good way. I think it just weighs your video down. What matters the most is that you use AI tools wisely. So you don't
mhm,
really generate content. You just use someone else's content and you use AI to aggregate it.
mhm,
You use it to avoid that altered content flag,
mhm, mhm.
because if there is no such flag on actual AI generated content, I think the video might get taken down. So that's like risks for the creators that do that.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. With that being the case, though, like there is a lot of content that doesn't get
So
flagged, so I don't know. Like again, this goes back to YouTube. We don't know how YouTube policies work.
yeah, correct. Basically, the policies need so much more clarity. It's actually crazy how vague everything is. And it's more crazy to me that people choose this as their main source of income.
Mhm,
I personally think that it's it's such a bad idea to rely on YouTube
mhm.
as your main source of income. I hope you don't. Do you?
No,
If
not
it's
right
not a
now.
secret.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah. All right. So this is one of the mistakes people make is that they think YouTube is going to survive. First of all, like
Mhm,
survivability of YouTube. There, in 10 years, it's definitely going to survive. I think in uh in the near future, YouTube is going to be fine.
mm,
But the question is your channel going to survive?
mm,
And with all this AI stuff, with all these AI appeals, AI terminations, it really makes you think twice before choosing this as your, full-time job, as your
mhm,
as your main source of income. And I actually used to have this channel, the Enderman channel,
mhm,
as the primary source of income for a little bit,
mhm,
when I was in search of a job. But once I did find a full-time job, an actual full-time job,
mhm,
I actually exhaled because I knew I wouldn't be able to get turned over by YouTube. My my status wouldn't depend on YouTube. I wouldn't be homeless had YouTube terminated my channel.
Right.
So I was pretty much prepared for this.
Yeah, I can see, especially from your perspective, why you would be very concerned with that. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it's one of those tough questions where like it would be cool to do this full time, but at the same time I just don't know, right? And I from your
I
perspective, I
did
totally
speak
get
to
the concern.
Yeah, I did speak to a bunch of people, a bunch of great people with lots of ties with YouTube.
Mhm,
Thankfully, this tweet blew up, and I learned a little bit more about YouTube and how
mhm,
the policies work. I mean, obviously, even the people who have really close relations with YouTube, they can't really 100% pinpoint why the video was taken down. So this is how bad that is. This is how
mhm.
bad the AI situation is. Not even the people who are really close to YouTube can tell you exactly what went wrong. They can only assume. And yeah, that's brutal. So I think one of the points for large enough channels, uh, I learned that you can apply to a multi-channel network.
Yeah, MCNs have
Do you
been
know what a
around for a long
multi-channel
time
network is?
now.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. So this is one of the ways you can secure your well-being, I guess, on YouTube, because the MCN, if you apply to MCN, this is the only consistent way to get human support on YouTube.
Mhm,
So we've been saying all this podcast, all this talk, we've been saying that it's impossible to reach to a human at YouTube,
mhm,
practically impossible, without making a bunch of fuss about this. Uh, but actually, it is possible.
mhm,
That is, if you apply to an MCN.
mhm.
So that's a big problem, even on itself, because not everyone can apply to an MCN. I personally got an offer from an MCN right
Mm,
now, but I can't really accept it because Russia doesn't have access to SWIFT.
right.
Russia is sanctioned, so I'd first have to figure out how to get a bank account somewhere else to then transfer the funds to Russia.
Mhm,
So that's one of the biggest problems. I hope I have to figure this out someday, so that my channel could be secure and I could get access to human support, even at a cost of some revenue cut. MCNs always take revenue cuts
mhm,
for their
mhm,
services. And I think their main service, the focal point of MCNs, is that they have access to people at YouTube. They have direct access to human reviewers at YouTube, and they manage your channel. You basically, I guess, sell your channel to an MCN. I mean, you provide them access to your channel, unlimited access to your channel, and you delegate all the payouts to the MCN.
mhm,
And they do all the work. And what's their interest in this, you might ask? So they're basically earning money from your channel, and they're distributing the wealth between all the channels
mhm,
that are connected within that MCN, and their early payouts as well. But anyway, the deal is, if your channel gets banned, it's bad news for that MCN. They get poor reputation for that, and it's in their best interest to help you, and it's in best interest of YouTube to help an MCN. So this is a perfect opportunity. This is like the ideal storm of all the situations that helps you reinstate your YouTube channel or your videos in
mhm,
case something goes wrong. And again, if a human reviews your video, it doesn't actually mean the video is going to be reinstated. So MCNs help you understanding the policies more. You're never going to understand them completely,
mhm,
but you're definitely going to have a better understanding of them if you partner with an MCN. And you're gonna, even if you're going to explore like the avenues of borderline policy violating content, the MCNs are gonna absolutely help you. So it's in everyone's best interest to generate as much revenue as possible, to generate as many views as possible, because that means more money for everyone. And really hurts me to say, money, money saves everything, and you have to get yourself in the system where there is a lot of money on the line, and that's exactly where YouTube support kicks in.
The thing with MCN, so MCNs have been around for like a super long time on YouTube. Um,
Mhm,
in like the
mhm,
early days of YouTube, they were the way that you got ads on your channel. Like this was before AdSense became a thing that was just integrated into YouTube. Back then, you had to be in an MCN to get ads. I think a lot of people have been around for a long time. They have a understandably sort of, I guess, bad taste left in the mouth with MCNs because a lot of the early ones were really, really scummy. A lot of people will remember
mhm, mhm,
how Machinima was handled, where they basically were getting lifetime contracts on people's channels, where you were basically
mhm, mhm.
contracting out to them for 99 years and you couldn't do anything about it without like buying out the
Yeah.
contract. So since
Back what? Oh, okay.
oh, sorry.
Go on, go on.
Sorry, there's just a big delay. So a lot of people, because of that, have, I guess, naturally migrated away from this model. And the idea of an MCN is definitely nowhere near as popular as it used to be.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it, and I think you explained it super well. The MCNs used to be a huge scam back in the day, and even in 2017, 2018, my friend
Mhm,
Siam Alam, I guess you could say, he used to be a prominent malware YouTuber. He used to crank lots of views. He got sponsorships and so forth, and he was invited to an MCN,
mhm,
and so he warned me because he read the contract really thoroughly, and he warned me of all the dangers of it. He told me it was basically a scam to own his channel.
mhm,
So yeah, even in 2017, 2018, back when AI wasn't as prominent, and back when there wasn't AI moderation,
mhm, mhm.
too much AI moderation, I should say, it was definitely not worth it at all. But it seems like we're circling back.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Okay, I can hear
Oh, you're back. What happened?
you. I couldn't hear you. That sometimes happens. It's fine.
Oh,
Well,
I could hear you. Mhm.
yeah. Then I couldn't hear you
Uh-huh.
though. I don't know what happened there. That happens sometimes. Discord's weird. Anyway,
Okay, that's weird.
yeah. Sorry.
So where did we stop? Where did we stop? When did it
Um,
cut out?
I I don't actually remember now. Um,
No, I mean I remember the talking points, but
you just
where
go back
exactly
over what
did
you were
it cut
saying.
off? Okay. So I think this is at this point we're circling back to times where MCNs are actually the way to go now. Think about it. So obviously you have to look at the contract you're signing
Mhm,
because MCNs obviously they have their best interest in mind and not yours.
mhm,
Uh, and it all also depends on the revenue cut you get.
mhm,
Depending on how large you are, you're definitely going to get some lax cuts. For example, you're going to get 10% a 10% fee, or maybe even a 5% fee. That's also a possibility if you're large enough. So it really depends on the MCN you're signing up with,
mhm.
signing contract with, I guess, and it also depends on your use case. So like, uh, if you've been targeted by YouTube before, or if you're making borderline policy violating content, I think MCNs are definitely like a way to go. Which I mean, saying this is crazy, but these are the times we're living in. So the MCNs maybe will make a comeback in the future. I
YouTube.
also want to
Oh,
say that Oh, okay. So I also want to, yeah, the delay is kind of killing us. So I want to say that MCNs are also having it the hard way, and
Mhm,
all the up and coming MCNs, which
mhm,
are absolutely for sure managing huge channels, which
mhm,
have upwards to 20 million subscribers, upwards to 30 million subscribers, they are having a really hard time registering within YouTube.
mm,
And the the current MCNs, they're basically the only ones that exist, and it's really, really difficult to register one now. It's practically impossible
mhm,
because there is only one form that allows you to register an MCN at YouTube. It's called a CSP intake form. Uh, Literally, that's how it's called, CSP intake form. You fill out all the you fill out all the text boxes basically.
mhm, mhm,
You tell them about your company. You tell why giving you permission to access a CMS, a content management system at YouTube, will make YouTube a better platform. And every 6 months, they check this form and they say, "Hey, fuck you." Basically, that's how that's how it is in 2025.
uh-huh,
So, so it is impossible to register an MCN in
uh-huh.
2025. That's what I'm basically saying.
Right, right. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be a resurgence. I know that YouTube's always, maybe not always, but at least as of the past couple of years, they've been really weird with malware related content. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
like taking apart malware or even just warning people of there being malware somewhere. YouTube is like, hey, don't even talk about that.
I think it's not really a question of oh, don't talk about malware. I think it's a question of keywords. So, for
Mm,
example, I had a video called "Don't Use Download.com Get
mm, mm,
Terminated Off of YouTube." Uh, it's a video that basically shows me downloading malware from download.com
mhm, mhm,
from a supposedly reputable source of software. And it was taken down, I believe, for the word download in it. I personally think the keyword download in the title terminated this video, caused its termination. The reason I think that is because I had a video on my secondary channel.
mhm,
We used
mhm,
to have a local meme, a running local meme, in our Discord server with the word download. I don't know. It was just kind of funny. We were forcing it,
mhm, mhm,
download this, download that. And so I uploaded a video called download. Not just download, but the downloading tutorial basically.
mhm,
And it was also struck down for harmful and dangerous policy. So
mhm.
that's what made me believe that the keyword download is considered high risk in the YouTube's termination algorithm.
I guess that makes
I believe
sense because a
similar
lot
to
of,
activation.
like, you're gonna see a lot of like download Fortnite cheats, download cracked cracked software. Like, I can
Yeah,
see why that
exactly.
might be like a high risk word. It's stupid, but I can see why it would be.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. This is why this is my running theory right now.
Mhm,
Is that there are high risk keywords that you, I guess, shouldn't really put in your title or in your description even. Because as far as I know, all that YouTube staff check is metadata. Basically, they check your description of the video, they check your title of the video. They don't actually watch the video because
mhm,
it will be too bothersome. I mean, I believe that because imagine the video is like 10 hours long. Are they actually going to watch that?
mhm, mhm,
I mean, you could make an argument. The policy violations always come with timestamps,
mhm.
and I mean, actually, not always. I think
No,
I
policy
had a policy
violations don't
violation
usually.
without the timestamps.
Usually
Sometimes
copyright
they do.
claims do. They always do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The content ID claims.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Yeah, the policies. Sometimes I've seen some person get terminated for the new. Some person's video. Let me clarify.
Mm-mm.
Got terminated for the nudity policy, and there was a timestamp that showed
Okay.
where the person was nude, aka there was a face of a woman, just a face of a woman, no cleavage, no nothing. So basically, yeah,
Okay.
and there was like 2 seconds. 2 seconds of the video get flagged for nudity, and it was considered a violation. The video was struck down. So yeah. But anyways, the harmful and dangerous policy, at least for me, it didn't specify any timestamps.
Mhm.
So imagine the video is 40 minutes long, let's say. Nobody's gonna watch that, obviously. Obviously, nobody's going to watch that. It's too time consuming. It doesn't make sense on a scale.
Mhm.
So they're just looking at metadata, and you have to be really careful with your titles and descriptions, and you have to make sure to not include the high risk words.
Mm.
And it just, it's it's a matter of us reversing the termination algorithm uh, throughout all the bad things it has done to us. So we only can assume what happens on the back end for
Mhm.
YouTube, but I can tell with a high degree of confidence this is how it works. And I also want to note something else important is
Mhm.
that my last 3 videos got terminated the moment they got picked up by the algorithm. So let's
Huh.
say the video was unpopular at first. Uh, it had like 10,000 views. I mean, for my channel, it's rather low.
Mm-mm.
It's a low metric. And then immediately started gaining traction. It started getting 20,000 views per day, 40,000 views per day. And the next day, I see it's gone. It's been terminated for the violation of the harmful and dangerous policy. And
Mhm.
it's been like this for the past 3 times I got my video taken down.
Hmm.
So that's something to look out for. I think the algorithm, the recommendation algorithm and the termination algorithm, they're very close together, and maybe that's actually the same algorithm that's recommending and terminating channels.
Hmm. Yet there's it's so hard to say what is happening on YouTube. Every time I feel like I have a good understanding of what is going on, something comes out of left field that just says, "Nope. Good luck.
Yep,
Who knows?"
you get an exception. You get an exception of the rule that you made up in your mind because this is a black box. The
Mhm.
YouTube's algorithm is a black box for a good reason. First of all, I should say, for a good reason, it's a black box.
Mhm.
But it could be made just a little bit more transparent, at least for the reasoning why the channels and the videos get terminated. It would definitely be a great thing.
On that note, what would you like to see change policy wise? Like, would you like and more of an explanation on what was being flagged, or what ideas do you have?
Uh, I think my idea is financially ruining for YouTube, but I think YouTube should hire a support team for the not just outsource the support team.
Mhm.
I mean, regardless, let's just say, even if they hire a team domestically, or if they outsource the team,
Mhm.
which I believe they don't really trust, they should give them access to reinstating videos without having them to be slapped on the wrist for doing so.
Mhm.
Well, I believe there is like a punishment system for this support team, which causes the conflict of interest. For example, let's say some video gets banned.
Mhm.
The support person is more likely to not unblock it,
Mhm.
rather, because if they do unblock it and it's actually correctly blocked, they probably get kicked out of their job or something. So they get fired for uh, unblocking someone else's video.
Mhm.
I believe this is what's happening on the outsourced team they're hiring right now. I think there should be more trust put into these people, and I think the punishment system is a little bit too aggressive at this point. I actually think the best thing would be, at least, like, let's say we omit small creators because there are too many small creators. At least everybody who's been on YouTube for at least 10 years or has been a partner of YouTube for at least like 2 years. That's a good place to start, you know?
Sure.
They should get a personal assistant. They should get a personal manager that would help them undo all the harm that was
I see why
done
you
to the
said this would be
channel
financially
unjustified.
ruining, because
Yes,
2-year partners are probably a few million channels at this point.
correct. Exactly. So this is going to probably make YouTube not profitable. Yeah, so this is never happening, but this is my main idea, and I think anyone else's idea to help this, to help remedy this situation. Of course, that's not happening. So all we can realistically hope that happens is that the policies get cleared up a little bit more, and I guess the AI algorithm get improved. That's literally the only thing we can hope for. And maybe, though they're getting a lot of termination notices for the channels, I think they're terminating 5 million. They terminated 5 million channels in 2025, as far as I recall correctly.
Well, a lot of those
As
channels
far as I
are
remember,
like, YouTube does legitimately have channels that should be terminated. You see
yeah,
these like
yeah, for
channels
sure.
that get taken over, and they're like, it's like a channel that hasn't uploaded in 8 years, and then it gets taken over and then turned into a 24-hour Tesla crypto blah. You've seen the streams
NFT
before.
scam.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have seen that. They're getting hacked and then used as an NFT scam a platform. So yeah, I think yes, this cannot be possibly validated by human. Not every termination can be validated by human, but at least let's say we don't get a manager. All the channels that have been with YouTube for at least, like, let's say 2 years, they've been with YouTube and they've been monetized with YouTube for a long time, and they've been like good sport. YouTube worked with them and they are being active. So regardless if they're hacked or not, I think this is the type of channels that should be redirected to a human team uh for an actual for an actual review, an actual human review, which we're definitely lacking right now in 2025. And I think this is not going to financially kill YouTube uh, to do that, because all these trusted channels, air quotes, trusted channels, they are there are not a lot of them. I'm sure there are only like 100,000 of them, let's say. And a human team that will receive at least 50 termination notices per day, I don't think it would be overloaded. I don't think they would work overtime or anything. I don't think it would be a big problem for YouTube to involve a team, at least for channel terminations, because AI terminating channels is the last thing we want. Video terminations, sure, let it be. Let it be. That's absolutely understandable why they're using AI there. Though I can definitely suggest something else for the video termination problem. I think once the video is appealed through, I guess, let's say through normal means, through the YouTube appeal, which is also reviewed by AI, or the Twitter appeal, aka make a bunch of noise and hope everybody notices that and spreads the word. I think that video should be whitelisted forever. From this point on, this video should be whitelisted from this certain policy until it's updated, or something happens on the YouTube side to not like this video anymore, if they apply some new policy retroactively. Which, I mean, I understand if they would do something like that.
I don't know, when it comes to retroactive policies, this is a big issue, because you can have a channel that's uploading videos within policy, they change the policy later, and then those old videos are now in violation of the policy. This creates a problem. Like, I think one thing that would really help is if a video is over a certain age, let's say it's been on the platform for 6 months or whatever number it is, I think YouTube shouldn't strike the video. Like, you shouldn't get a strike for an old video. I do think they should say this video is no longer within policy, this is going to be removed. But I think giving you a strike for an old video, that's just like that's caused so many problems in the past. And I do wish YouTube would stop doing that.
I actually like the way you're thinking. Yes, this might be a real good suggestion for YouTube to consider. Well, let's say not really 6 months. That's
Whatever the number is.
That's
Yeah.
a small time frame. Yeah. I think it all really depends on YouTube's willingness to fix this problem, which there's none at this moment, as you can see. And yeah, so I mean, we could gather up together with all the large YouTubers, all the small YouTubers, and maybe come to a consensus what would be fair and what would not be fair to the channel creators. So yeah, that is a really good suggestion, which I would definitely approve.
Yeah, because
if I were in YouTube.
The one strike I have on my channel is from I uploaded the video on YouTube DL, and I think a year after the video was uploaded, it was like, that's in violation of the policy. And it wasn't the only... There's videos on YouTube right now about YouTube DL, but a bunch of just random videos on the tool just got striked, and I still, to this day, don't know what caused it.
Oh, I think the reason they're striking down the YouTube DL videos, which I actually spoke
no, I get it
to
if they do.
a person.
I don't understand why it was random, because there was still tons of videos on the tool on the platform. They were even older than my video.
We're going back to the Mr. Beast situation. So, the YouTube moderation is two-faced. It's quite obvious, I think, by this point. And you're never going to get treated fairly. And
yes.
For example, another example of mine, I had a video called Activating Windows 95 with ChatGPT. And it made its way into mainstream media. Everybody supported it. It was a great video, but it was struck down for the harmful and dangerous policy. And a human at YouTube, which I managed to find, a human at YouTube, he told me that the video was struck down because it shows how to get access, unauthorized access to paid media or paid content. So, I mean, while Windows 95 is paid, surely that's an exception to the rule.
Yeah, like...
And
it should be. I agree. Logically, I understand why the policy was applied, but I do think that's stupid.
So yeah, there are some edge cases, let's say, on all the policies. There are edge cases that should be reviewed by a human, including watching the video. But of course, that's not happening. And most of the videos that were showing the Windows 95 key generation algorithm and even the reversal of the license manager of Windows 95, they remained on YouTube. And I was the only one that got struck down. So it's like the two-faced YouTube moderation, not the algorithm. It's the double standards, they're commonplace. They're
Mm.
everywhere. While some channels get terminated for spam and deceptive practices, rightfully so, the other channels that should get terminated for the same thing, they never get terminated because they are either owned by some large media company, well, nepotism, of course, or they're being overlooked somehow
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
some reason. It's a really bad system, and it's kind of rotten to the core, I would say. But what can we do about this? We can do nothing about this
Mhm.
because we're at the mercy of YouTube gods to just, live and enjoy the platform. Which I think the only way to fix this all is to create a YouTube alternative. There's no other option.
Mhm.
Literally no other option to save this
This has been
problem.
tried so many times. It's just people really
It's
like.
impossible.
Yeah, it's so hard to move the only way you can move people to a new platform is providing something of value in a different way. This is why TikTok popped off as much as it did. It's not just video content, it's short form vertical content. YouTube wasn't doing this when TikTok came out. And this is the reason why any platform does well. It doesn't just provide what another platform is doing. It manages to cut a wedge into the market and provide its own separate value.
While I do agree with this,
Mhm.
I think, of course, there is some value brought to the market by exploring some, you know, undiscovered forms of content, which
Mhm. Mhm.
is, I mean, yeah, that's obvious. It's gonna pop off.
Sure, sure, sure.
There are some examples like Twitch and Mixer. Do you know of the platform called Mixer? I think it was Mixer, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
There
Mixer.
is a platform called Kick as well.
Yes.
Uh, so
Okay,
the only
this
reason,
is a fair
uh,
exception. Yeah, okay.
yeah, the only reason these companies did so well is because they had investments from large companies, other large corporations that wanted their cut of a pie. So they tried. You might know that Twitch is owned by Amazon. You know
Yes.
that, right? So yeah, Microsoft decided to enter this market, the streaming market, with their new platform called Mixer. And I think that failed. I'm not sure. I think it
Yes,
closed down.
it failed really badly. Um, the issue that Mixer had is they brought maybe like 3 or 4 big creators over and thought that would be
Correct.
enough
Yeah.
to justify everyone else coming over, and it just didn't work. Facebook did the same thing with Facebook Gaming. They tried to compete in the streaming space as well, and it just didn't work. I think the difference with Kick is because it is literally just okay, there's a couple of differences with Kick. Like like with Facebook Gaming, like with Mixer, they also had massive investment because it's owned by a gambling company. Um, they went
Oh,
really
really? Which
hard.
one?
Uh, sorry.
Which gambling company?
Stake. Stake owns Kick.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's kind of like a big part of the reason why some people don't like them. But anyway, not important right now. They have a lot of money. That's the important part. What they did is they hired they got a lot of people to come over, but they didn't do I believe a lot of them they didn't do exclusive contracts. So people were on both Twitch and Kick. And this allowed people to sort of funnel people over a bit more than otherwise. Also, they're offering better cuts than Twitch offers, which entices more streamers to go over there. Like, Twitch takes, I think it's a 50? 55?
I think it's now 70, isn't it?
Oh,
I
sorry, I'm
heard
thinking
the
of
news.
YouTube. YouTube takes a 50. Twitch is 70. Yes, yes.
I think YouTube is not 50. I think YouTube is 55.
Yeah, okay,
I
that's where
know
that
it's
number.
not a
Yeah,
round
that's where the number
number.
was coming from. Yeah, okay, okay. Sorry, I was getting the number confused in my head. Twitch takes a 70% cut. So if you just don't take a 70% cut, because you can run the platform as a loss leader, you can justify and like sort of encourage streamers to come over, and this allows people to like naturally build the platform. I think Kick is a very good exception to what I was saying, where usually platforms that are just doing what the other platform was doing don't tend to work. Kick, I would say, yeah, definitely an exception.
Yeah, at this point, you can literally just make another platform. I mean, it's going to be a question of an initial investment from some large company. This is how it works in 2025 again, which that's I don't think it's right. I
Mhm.
don't think it's right. We need a huge investment to start a company nowadays from like some large corporation. We need some large corporation to back us. But at this point, you can literally create a streaming platform that will take a 69% cut. Nice. Uh, you could take a 69% cut and still be more enticing than Twitch. Because Amazon shot their own leg by increasing or well decreasing the amount of revenue the streamers can make. Or well, I mean they advertised it as remaining. They advertised that the revenue isn't going to change because we're just gonna show more ads into your streams. Everybody's gonna watch so many ads they're gonna puke, but at least you're gonna make the same amount of money. But regardless, it's clear that Twitch is kind of dying off.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not close to completely dying off, but it's recessing really badly.
I think Amazon doesn't really care about Twitch because at the end of the day, right? The way it was explained to me, and I think this is a pretty good explanation. Twitch is basically a tech demo for AWS. What is it? IWS, the streaming service that they sell. What is it called? AWS. The thing
Amazon
that,
Web Services.
yeah, no, the streaming service. The one that powers Kick. What's it called? Um,
Yeah, certainly.
IVS, Interactive
It's
Video
definitely a demo.
Service.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
Twitch is basically a loss leader tech demo for AWS IVS. So they don't care that Twitch doesn't make money because at the end of the day, all Amazon cares about is how many people are on AWS.
The ready infrastructure is what they're actually going for. Yeah, basically they're selling their infrastructure, and that's how they're making money. Obviously, yeah.
Mm-mm.
And even I think
Mm.
even YouTube is trying to enter this space.
Mm.
I think they did sell at some point, Google console thing, like Google Cloud Platform. They advertised GCP. It
Mm.
was a trend back in the day. Like for example, Microsoft, they don't care about Windows anymore. This is like the best example of a company not caring about their operating system. They're just using it as a demo for their cloud services. For example, Microsoft 365
Right, right.
or OneDrive.
Mhm.
So I think their main source of revenue is all the cloud services they're providing now.
Well, and your data. Both of those.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how we like kind of side tangented way off of YouTube. I don't know how we got here.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So now that all your channels back, like, what is your plan going forward? Like, are you just gonna keep doing what you've always been doing? Like, do you have backups on other platforms in place? Like, what are we doing?
Honestly, I think my next problem with YouTube is that I still have 3 of my videos terminated. I haven't told about this on Twitter publicly, but YouTube has brought back my don'tusedownload.com video, which I was talking about. It was terminated for 2 years, and I managed to convince a human at YouTube to take another look at it. and they have reinstated the video. So now I have 3 videos on my channel terminated. Activating Windows 95 with ChatGPT, activating Windows 11 with ChatGPT, and how much malware you can download from link shorteners.
Mhm.
So I guess the plan, for the distant future, because it's obviously a slow process. It's a slow cooker. They have it YouTube. Uh, I want to unban these videos, and especially activating Windows 95 with ChatGPT. It was the first video that made it to the mainstream media. It means a lot to me. So yeah, this is and as for the videos, I think I'm gonna upload videos as usual, which means every 5 months or something when I get time.
Well, hopefully it goes well. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. That's I actually found one of the articles. It's just right at the top. It's this video has been removed for violating YouTube terms of service.
Yeah,
Lovely,
yeah, right. This is
lovely.
annoying. This is so annoying.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. You don't have any more problems like this, but I guess with all the problems you've had in the past, like, who knows? Who knows? I think it's
Who
fair to
knows?
assume there's
Yeah.
probably going to be more issues, but it would be nice if there wasn't.
It seems like YouTube is wreaking havoc every 2 years, roughly, on
Mhm,
average. I had problems in 2021. I had problems in 2023, even worse problems in 2023 than 2021.
mhm.
And, and then I got my channel terminated in 2025. So, I mean, you see the pattern. What
Mhm.
happens next? Am I going to get arrested in 2027 for running a YouTube channel?
Let's
We'll
hope
see.
not.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll find out. Find out next time. The next time you're on, it'll be from your cell.
Oh my god, dude.
Just
I really hope not.
just sneaking Wi-Fi into the prison.
Yeah, the situation is really bleak, and I think all the other creators seem to understand now. I didn't get much recognition neither in 2021 nor in 2023, but 2025 seems to be the year I'm finally recognized as a person who was wrongfully terminated off of YouTube, and YouTube finally took a close look at my channel and realized, man, this guy, we're bullying him for no reason, and finally took proper action.
Well, hopefully. I know. Did all the channels related to this get unbanned? Because I thought some of them might have still been.
Yes, mainly the people who contacted me
Mhm,
and the people who I constantly promoted, they got unbanned.
mhm.
The smaller creators, they're still being, uh, how do I put it? They're being
Bullied.
deceived
Ah,
with
yes.
all the AI. They're being deceived with all the AI replies saying, "Well, you're actually stupid, and you're also ugly, and you've been banned for a reason."
I do like that
So,
they kept telling
I
people to stop posting the channel ID. That was amusing. Like your AI replies don't even know that the channel ID is a public bit of information.
well, you know, this might be an honest mistake as well.
Mhm.
Like it could be an AI reply, which I believe it was an AI reply, but
Either AI or
you can
template.
also entertain the idea. Yeah, you could also entertain the idea that it was a template that an outsourced person
Mhm,
knows how to use, and they noticed there was some extraneous information that they haven't really seen before, and they decided, well, let's use this template instead of the other one.
mhm,
So this could be an honest mistake from a human as well, but I really think it's AI. And
mhm,
the recent discovery is that they are using
mhm,
Sprinkle, and all the device they're posting from on YouTube is Sprinkler Care.
mhm.
Uh, and the interesting bit is that after all the backlash, after I've actually publicized this issue, I'm succeeded at making it public.
Mhm.
They responded from the Twitter web app, which means which naturally means that Sprinkler Care is run by AI
Mhm.
primarily, and the templates. And if you get an answer from a Twitter web app, it's when you know it's a real deal. It's when the human is looking into your problem. So yeah, it's a rough thing, and I
I
noticed a lot of Sprinkler Care devices under people's tweets.
I do see there is a proposed note under what you said that sprinklers also just used to like let multiple customer service people access the same account. I don't know if the note is accurate, but there is a proposed note
I think
under
it's
it.
accurate. I personally think it's accurate.
Mhm.
So I might have been a little too quick to judge it's 100% AI because I haven't looked into Sprinkler Care,
Mhm.
but people did tell me it's actually not only an AI startup, but it's also a well-known CRM that
Mhm.
allows uh, customer support to interact with people.
Mhm.
But you never know, since they are advertising Sprinkler Care as an AI startup now, because well, the AI bubble that's soon going to pop. It's really cool to
We'll
put
see.
AI into your pitch. So they're basically what I assume is there's probably a button, generate a reply,
Sure,
maybe
sure.
based on a template. Yeah, for sure. So I mean, do you really think 90% of the cases don't use this button? Like otherwise, it would be useless.
Right. Would I be surprised that YouTube, a massive video platform that uses AI for every other part of the platform, is using AI in its customer service, whilst basically every other big company is doing exactly the same thing? No, that wouldn't surprise me. If it's not entirely AI, like an AI assisted workflow, that is the least surprising thing you could ever tell me.
Yeah, right. And I mean, it's just really unfortunate for everybody who relies on YouTube for their living. For
Mhm, mhm,
example, I've seen a guy called Old Money Luxury
mhm,
that was also falsely banned, but for spam and deceptive practices. He has been unbanned just today. His channel was reinstated just now, like in the morning for me
mhm, mhm,
and during midday for you. So uh, he actually had to move out of his apartment because YouTube was his sort of living. You know,
mhm, mhm, mhm.
he used to make a living on YouTube and he used to feed his family and stuff. So this is the important aspect you have to look at. I've always said YouTube is unsustainable and you shouldn't make it your main source of income.
Mhm,
This is coming from me. This is my main talking point when talking about YouTube as a business. It's a side hustle,
mhm.
and you can see this in practice. You can see this everywhere. If you look deep enough, you're gonna see creators which relied on YouTube as a business. They thought it would be safe to create content
Mhm,
and not get terminated and not get their revenue taken away and
mhm,
refunded even after 50 days. No such luck. So this this unprecedented level of terminations on YouTube, I think it's unprecedented, or maybe people didn't used to speak out and they're speaking out now.
mhm,
I think it just shows you shouldn't trust YouTube.
mhm. Yeah. Um, do you have anything happy to say before we end off the episode?
Well, I think the rain station wave is coming right now as we speak, and most people are going to get unbanned.
Mhm,
The question is, are they going to lose all the money? Because some of the people are going to be way beyond 50 days
mhm,
of the
mhm,
false termination or not. So this is what they will have to figure out themselves. I don't know whether it's automated or not, but I really hope they're going to get their money back, because for some of them it's super important. It's their way of living. It's their only source of income. And I think all the Japanese channel bans, they were a precedent, but that precedent was solved uh, in a good way. It was we had a successful appeal, a successful public class action appeal, you could say, and we're pretty much ready to make videos now and live happily until 2027, when YouTube improves their algorithm once again, and we're going to encounter a mass ban wave again. Yeah. Regardless, it is what it is. YouTube. That's how YouTube always has been. I'm just happy to be back, and I'm happy I could help people to also regain their platform. Uh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad your channel's back. I'm glad a lot of other people have got theirs back as well. This is a problem that's like this is like yes, it like I'm talking to you right now, it happened to you, but like this happens to so many other people that nobody's ever gonna hear about. I would like YouTube systems to be improved. I just don't have much. I would like to have hope, but I've been like, I've known about YouTube for close to 20 years now. At least for the past at least 15 or so, I haven't been able to like fully trust the decisions they're gonna make.
Yeah, that's there was always sense of vagueness and helplessness, I guess, with YouTube. But it's especially outlined nowadays. And like, to think about it, you're a creator that doesn't really have many subscribers on YouTube, and you don't have many ties with people on YouTube. And to think about it, imagine you get struck with this as well. I really hope not. Again, knock on the wood. I really hope it doesn't happen. But to put it into perspective, creators like you are also in danger, and in even more danger because you guys don't have an extra platform to share your struggle with. And I think what I would recommend for you guys, for you specifically, and people who are trying to run a successful, I guess, YouTube business, but who aren't yet popular, I think you should invest your time and effort into running a Twitter account, because that's what I've been doing since 2022 and 2023. Somehow I felt like it was super important, and man, has it paid off? It did pay off. So by the time my channel was terminated, I spanned 34.5 thousand followers on Twitter, and in part, that's what saved my channel as well. So I'm not sure what the future holds for Twitter, with all the bot spam and everything. But looking at the situation now, I think it's really wise to have at least some sort of a Twitter presence. So in case something happens, in case something bad happens to you, you can have some level, even let it be a poor level of networking with other creators, and maybe news outlets will hear about you as well. At times like this, it's really important to stay together, and it's really important to help each other out, because you never know who's going to get shot next. You never know who's going to get terminated next. It's brutal. This system is absolutely horrible.
I wanted to end on a happy note, but
Well, I mean, I'm thinking right now. What can I what can I say that's gonna be happy?
Well, do you have any
Let
fun
me think about it.
projects you got in store?
Oh yes, certainly. I was thinking about making a video about Windows activation again, and and it's gonna be a public announcement. Nobody has heard of this before. Uh, I was working on activating Windows 11 with a Microsoft Office 2010 key, which is possible.
Mhm.
It's crazy that it's possible, but I wanted to make this a public video. But it has a keyword called activating, which
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure YouTube is gonna look at it fondly.
Mhm.
But I'm
Mhm.
thinking about this. I'm thinking about this project. It's gonna be a fun project. I just need to dedicate some time to finish it,
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
polish it, to edit it, and upload it. I really hope I can get it done before 2026.
I guess it's nearly at the end of the year, so it's not. I was thinking that sounded way worse, but we're in November now, aren't we? Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really
Okay.
crazy how time flies, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I, I don't know where the year went. Um. So if people wanna follow your stuff and find everything you're doing, where can they go to?
Oh, first of all, I mean YouTube, obviously. I happen to be a YouTuber with almost 400,000 subscribers, if not already. I'm not sure. I had an influx of subscribers, 393,809, to be specific. YouTube cut off all the digits after the thousands, and
Why wait,
I
I
also.
thought I'd sub to your chat. Apparently I wasn't sub to your channel.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, I get into people's recommended all the time.
Yeah, no,
It's
I've
not a
definitely
question of being
gotten
subscribed.
recommended your videos. I have a feeling your channel is one of the ones where the conversion of views to subscribers is way lower than it probably you would like it to be. Especially with some of the videos that have done like
Oh,
millions of views.
well, there aren't actually many videos that were outliers. I mean,
Mhm,
I have a specific thing with my channel
mhm,
where I don't know if it's normal, but let's say I have 400,000 subscribers,
mm, mm, mm,
and my videos get 100,000 views on average.
mhm,
I don't know if that's normal or not, but probably normal. Not that I really care,
mhm,
but
mhm,
the fact that it's like this. I haven't studied my analytics because, well, I mean, I've been doing this, not as I've not been running a business. I've been just doing
sure,
something I
sure.
liked. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. I'm really happy with how my channel exploded.
Mhm,
In 2019, it was the first wave of subscribers.
mhm,
In
mhm,
2021, then again 2023. Again, similar to how the terminations and all the video takedowns happened.
mhm, mhm.
Uh, it's I guess it's an average channel. It's an average channel that does averagely.
Any other links you want to mention? I know you have your website and Twitter and other things you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course. So I mean youtube.com/endermanch, uh twitter.com/endermanch as well. Enderman.ch is my website.
Mhm.
I have a mirror of my content on Odyssey, the decentralized platform, which unfortunately I don't think it's gonna overtake YouTube because it's a little different concept. Yeah.
Mhm.
So odyssey.com slash something, like there is a really I'm gonna give you a specific link in the DMs
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you want
I'll
to
add
share
into
it.
the description. That's not a problem.
And I've got a channel on Telegram, which I don't think it's a super popular social media for Americans. Australians really.
Mhm.
I mainly get people from post USSR, post Soviet countries there,
Mhm,
and I
mhm,
mean that's where Telegram is most popular, obviously.
mhm, mhm.
Uh, so yeah, I think these are all the social media pages I can plug.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll do my outro then. Yeah, unless there's anything else you want to mention.
Uh, I think I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. My main channel is Brody Robertson. I do Linux videos there 6 days a week. Sometimes I also stream. Check that out if you care about that. I've got the gaming channel, Brody on Games. Right now I'm playing through Yakuza 6 and Silksong. And if you're watching the video version of this, you can find the audio version on basically every podcast platform at Tech Over Tea. And the video is, of course, on YouTube at Tech Over Tea. How do you want to sign us off? I'll give you the final word.
Uh, Thanks for having me, Brody. It
Absolute
was
pleasure.
actually an honor for you to have me on your podcast. It was actually an awesome experience, and thanks for thanks for giving me a platform to speak about this problem.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming and doing this. It's an honor to have you on. I've known about your channel for a long time. Feel like a lot of people have known about you for a while, and it sucks what happened to the channel, but I'm happy that you've got the channel back now. So, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
that's all I have to say. I guess. I guess I'll stop the recording now.
Right.